Do you want to lower input costs on the farm? Take the Nitrogen Challenge. I'm Steve White on the Rural Radio Network, visiting with Jenny Brhel from Nebraska Extension. I think we all acknowledge that the input costs are a challenge right now. And if we can save some money, and particularly in some of those inputs, nitrogen being one of them, is that kind of where this discussion kind of came from?
Yes, that's what the discussion with the farmers was around. We've been doing the Nitrogen Challenge for about 3 years now. And so this group of farmers that had the discussion with me, they've been a part of the Nitrogen Challenge and they've been using Sentinel Ag, and they just want to help with a grassroots effort to really propel this forward.
And Jenny, when you talk about Nitrogen Challenge, explain to folks what that's all about.
Yeah, so the Nitrogen Challenge is based on asking farmers to consider for one field that if they're applying any pre-plant nitrogen, to only apply a base rate of 50 to 100 pounds of nitrogen per acre, and then use a sensing technology like Sentinel Ag to apply the rest of the nitrogen in season. And that nitrogen can be applied either via side dress or via fertigation. But what we're finding is that each year is so different with the weather conditions for every field. And so it's so hard to really understand how much nitrogen is really needed per field. And that's where using satellite imagery through Sentinel Ag has been a real help to the farmers who've been using it so far.
And I know you're in the York area, in the upper Big Blue NRD in particular. They've got some areas that are in kind of phase 2 and phase 3 management areas. And that's true in other NRDs as well. And I think growers have kind of found that some of these tools, the ability to monitor things in season is really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. I know we have a number of farmers who are really doing their best to only apply as little of nitrogen as they need. And what the growers have shared with me is they were surprised that when they moved to in-season technology like this, how little of nitrogen they were putting on beyond what they were already doing in the past. And so they feel like it's made them better managers. And when I talk to producers, Steve, the reason why they're so interested in using these technologies is they're thinking about their kids and their grandkids and thinking about how much nitrate am I leaving in the soil that's going to eventually move down into the groundwater.
So, Jenny, you've got an event coming up pretty soon.
Invite anyone who's interested in this. It's going to be January 16th in York at the Holtis Convention Center. It's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's no charge for this event. And what the producers specifically asked, the producers are basically running the event with me. And what they specifically wanted was a peer networking group where the producers are walking alongside of other producers using this technology. Because they know it can be scary when you try something new in the beginning. So we're going to start that process over lunch at this meeting.
Anything else you wanted to mention about that?
If they would like more information, you can contact Sentinel Ag directly and talk to them about this technology. There's also a series of articles on the CropWatch homepage. Soil fertility specialist for Extension wrote.
Cropwatch.unl.edu. Jenny Brhel joining us from Nebraska Extension.